specifically focus on to the gills and lungs. So we are already known that there are the different kinds of the animals, and these animals, they are broadly classified into the two categories, invertebrates and vertebrate species. In case of the invertebrates, there is a having the 10 important phylum. They are nothing but the Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, Helminths, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Hemichordata. And in case of the vertebrates, there is a having the Protochordates and true chordates. In case of Protochordate, there is a Cyclostomata, then Amphioxus. Then in case of the true vertebrates, there is a Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, then aves and mammals. So our intention is to study comparative accounts of the different physiological processes which is occurred in case of the different groups of the animals. And here in this presentation I will explain you about the respiration in case of the different groups of the animals. Friends, we are already known that the protozoans are the single cell animals and they get respired by the single cell through the general body surfaces. There is not having the any specialized cells or the different organs which help to them for the respiration. So the question get rise in our mind that what is meant by the respiration. Respiration is the physiological processes by which there is obtaining the oxygen from the external environment and eliminating the carbon dioxide which is produced during the various metabolic processes which is taken place inside the cells or inside the body of the animals. Okay, so there are two kinds of the respirations. They are nothing but the external respirations and the internal respirations. External respirations are nothing but the intake of oxygen from the external environment by the body and expel the carbon dioxide to the external to the environments. Okay, so then in case of the another type of the respiration, that is known as the internal respiration which is specifically takes place inside the cells. With the help of the oxygen, the cells undergoes the, that is the respiration. They are known as the aerobic respirations, and these aerobic respiration help to them for the productions of the energy in the form of the adenosine triphosphate molecules, and these adenosine triphosphate molecules will be utilized for the different kinds of physiological processes, that is known as the mechanical, physicals and physiological processes. Okay, so here in this case we already known that there are the two kinds of the animals, and we are already known that the animal they get inhabited into the respective habitats, and therefore there is a having the certain types of the adaptation in their body. So the adaptations are nothing but the primary organs which help to them for the respirations. Here in case of the adult vertebrates are external and internal gills, swim bladder, lungs, skin and the buccopharyngeal mucosa. Now this kind of the adaptations which is occurred in case of, that is known as the anatomical adaptation which is occurred in case of the specifically the amphibians, and in case of the amphibians there is a having both external and internal gills during the larval stages. Then in case of the Pisces there is also having the swim bladder, then there is also having the gills. Then in case of the amphibians there is having the lungs and the skin respiration, and also there is observing the buccopharyngeal respiration in case of the amphibians. Then the less common respiratory devices include the filamentous outgrowths of the poison, that is the posterior trunks and thigh in case of the African hairy frogs, lining of the cloaca and the lining of the esophagus. So here the animal they get inhabited in the different habitats, and in the different habitat they have the different types of the respiratory organs. For example, in case of the animals, those they are inhabitant in the aquatic ecosystem, they must have the respiratory organs is in the form of the, that is the gills. Gills are very important in case of the aquatic mode of life. Then in case of the terrestrial mode of life, there is a developing the lungs. Okay, and the lungs act as a important respiratory organs where there is a exchange of gases or takes place. So respirations are nothing but actually there is an exchange of the gases, intake of oxygen and expel the carbon dioxide is regularly, alternately takes place in the body of a living, that is the in case of the organism or the in case of the animals. So here in this case we just observed that in case of the amphibians there is having the external gills here, that is the newts, and in case of the newts there is having the external gills, and these external gills help to them act as a respiratory organs, that is whatever the oxygen is present in the air they get diffused here. Okay, so these oxygen get utilized by these newts due to having the external gills. Then in case of the rabbits there is a having, rabbit is the example or the member of the mammals, and there is a having the well developed two lobes of the lungs, that is the right lobes and the left lobes. Right lobes and the left lobes, they are here connected with the trachea. There is having the two branches of the tracheoles, then these two tracheoles get unite here, and finally there is a forming the trachea, and this trachea get connected to the external nostrils, and through these external nostrils the air get entered inside the trachea, and from the trachea there is a, that is entering the air into the two lobes of the lungs with the help of the trachea, and then trachea they get bifurcated into tracheoles, and the tracheoles they get richly supplied with the blood capillaries, and here there is a exchange of the gases is takes place. So here I am presenting just a brief account of the respiration. Thank you so much.